Hey YouTube, it's Pavlov again by himself. And she's still sleeping. But anyway, so this will be a knife review on this Spyderco Cat G10, because the carbon fiber and S30V one, well, I didn't even get this one. Tuffthumbz gave it to me. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I really like it. And one thing, I was watching bladereviews.com, I think on the Sage, the carbon fiber one, and I realized something. First of all, it looks really good closed. It's got this dome screwed right there. It's like blasted. I don't know if he did that. I think they come that way. Let me know, tuffthumbz. But it's got this nice rounded shape, and this is nice and rounded. Then the blade goes down. But you know what this looks like? A mini Sage, don't it? I don't have a Sage right now, but it looks like a mini Sage. It's got the same choil, the same kind of handle in the back. Just fits. It looks like a Sage, a small Sage. So this one's comfortable, so I imagine the Sage is even more comfortable, because being forced to choke up right here, because this doesn't feel good at all. That doesn't feel good. But this allows me to get 4 fingers on it, and I have exactly medium hands, right down to the wire. Exactly medium hands. This has the wire clip, my first knife with a wire clip. It has a lot of strength up and down. It's actually one of the tighter clips. Really holds the knife in, but it does move around in your hand when you squeeze it. You feel it slide down as you squeeze it. And I don't like any clip movement under my hand, because then I think it's loose. But I'm getting used to it. Like I said, it's a lot stronger than you think. It is really strong up and down. It's amazingly strong. I do like how the stop pin is actually screwed in. Unlike this one, there's just littler circles on top of the big circle that fit into the liners, so when you unscrew the pivot, the stop pin falls out. But on this one, it's not that way. It's screwed through both sides. It's a stop pin. It's nice and tight. I did check this. It's shouldered. It's flat on one side. Screw in here. The pivot actual pin is pretty thick. That's nice. So it's got that stop pin and a handle pin, pivot, this pin. One thing that's weird, okay, it has a tube lanyard hole, but the lanyard hole is really tiny. I don't think 550 would go through that. It's just a size comparison. This is a really big lanyard hole, but look, it's almost as big as those clip screw holes. So it's really small. And then, but look at, okay, here's the screw, the back of the screw for the clip. Look at how big that tube thing is. Why couldn't they figure out a way to put the hole through that and make that the lanyard hole too, and just thread both sides? I don't know. Then maybe you couldn't switch the clip over. I don't know. And then there's one more right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 things going through the handle. The G10 is really good quality. It does feel better than the Tenacious. Is better than the Tenacious G10. You can see all the weave right here. Very cool. It just fits in your hand. The blade is flat ground, 440C. So I don't worry too much about oiling it. I have more problems with rust on HCR 13 MOV. Taiwan. Spyderco 440C. It's a really big deployment hole. Spyderco leaf shape. It's 2.5 inches from here to the top. I measured it. All these scratches are for me. Tuffthumbz gave it to me in excellent condition, and I fuckered it up. So there you go. But I do have it sharp now. Again, tried to do it with sandpaper. I am good at sandpaper sharpening, but I don't know, I was not so good with this knife. But I just sharpened it with this, with my Kershaw sharpener, my diamond sharpener, and it's actually pretty good now. So, paper cut test. Oh, magazine paper test. I like to cut magazine paper. It's really sharp if you hold it kind of at an angle and still cut into it. I like that the edge just grabs it, even though the paper's like completely that way. Leave it down to the tip. Oh, I didn't show it on my other video, but the Raven is actually one of my sharper knives. I mean, so both steels are pretty good actually. HCR 13 MOV and the 440C. Good stuff. So no problems with the blade. These are way more affordable than the carbon fiber and the S30V ones, but still quality. There's no jimping on the choils. This handle shape, it's kind of, I mean, it's easy to do push cuts. The Crow does have some jimping here, but it's not hard cut, it's rounded. There's some right there, but it's coated and rounded. Okay, seeing if they left the coating on that part. So this feels about the same. I mean, even though they put jimping on the other one, it's about as smooth. The blade looks really good. See, it's nice and thick actually. I mean, there's a pair too. So, good thick stock. It's flat ground. Very nice. Thanks, Tuffthumbz. Appreciate it. One thing that's kind of weird. See how far the liner goes out? The liner lock, it sticks out way farther than the blade tang. Nice and solid. Either way, it's easy to unlock because it sticks out pretty far. But when you grip it in your hand, I've been trying to disengage it by twisting, but I can't do it. So nice and centered. I believe I took the pin out, but I didn't slide everything out of here. But they look like Teflon down in there. Not sure. So if I have it apart again, I'll tell you. I'll actually take that stuff out. really easy to sharpen. So, alright, the Spyderco Cat G10. I like it. Not as much as this, the Crow, but I like it. G10 is a hell of a lot more grippy than this, and I think, I don't know, this one's kind of more pretty. This one's prettier. I like the function of this one. Oh shit. Oh, knife emergency. Check the tip. It's all good. Yeah. Oh. So I got this freshly sharpened, and then the clip caught my shirt. It was in my front pocket, and it caught my shirt, and I pulled my shirt away, but it caught the shirt and the knife fell. It didn't open all the way, but it opened like this when it hit the ground, and it hit the tub like this, and it bent the tip over, and then I stuck it on the counter like this and bent the tip back, but I had to resharpen it. You could still feel a nub. I used a diamond sharpener to get the nub off there, but that kind of sucked. Don't you hate that when you do that? But tip's nice and fixed. And I didn't damage this tip, I don't think. No, looks good. So, yeah, these wire clips are nice. Glad I actually got a chance to try them out. But this looks nice, just closed and open. But this handle is a lot shorter than this one. See? So if you have larger hands, you might want something like this. Or look at the handle size, because these are exactly medium hands, and it just barely, but you got most of your grip right there. Well, there's a lot of grip back here, but anyway, handle. I imagine a Sage feels really good too. The mini Sage Spyderco Cat. Catch you later. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention on this puppy, like, these aren't part of the value line by any means. I think they're about 40 bucks, and it's made in Taiwan. I wonder if it's the same factory that they do the Gail Bradleys and all that you hear that the quality is so good. But if you look in the spider hole, there's a chunk of metal. There's like little beads of metal in there, and I see that sometimes on some Spydercos. I mean, I could take a round file or something and get rid of that, but I don't know, it's just a little detail. Let's see, on these ones, no, all round. This little guy, made in China, all round and smooth. This guy, all round, even down. Is that something right there? A little bit, so maybe something right there. But nice and smooth. You see how smooth it is? And this, you can see more machine marks, like all the way around. So I don't know, but I wonder if this is the same Taiwan that they make the Gail Bradley and all those other really nice ones from Taiwan. Taichung, maybe this isn't from Taichung. And the blade doesn't move anywhere in the handle. Opening doesn't move back and forth. But anyway, I just noticed that there's some shit in the spider hole, so